Alright, take a seat. We got a lot to talk about today. So we got the Lightforged loot crates freezing mists this time. Got an interesting assassin look to the character now. That combat knife is technically in the game. You just can't craft it. You have to drop it from low levels. So let's start with the basics. We have 3 items on the collection this time instead of the usual 5. That means that at 3 sets of pulls, so a total of 90 pulls, you can get everything. So previously it was 150, meaning that it would be up to $300. Now you're looking around 150, I would say, on average, to get the 3 main items. You have your 50% off 10 times pull to start. Now, one thing to consider about this is that in the probability guide, because there is less items in here, there is actually a higher % chance. Don't let that fool you, though. That's only because there's less stuff. That's why it's gone up. So one of the interesting things I'm already seeing when it comes to this banner is there is no video to showcase anything in here like there was with the Beach Holiday or the Pyro pack. So one of the things that concerns me about what's happening here is that each pack, which has come out 2 weeks from each other, that it's an insanely accelerated pace for cosmetics. Every 2 weeks we're getting a $300 pack of items that they expect us to buy. Now this one has considerably less stuff in it. It's going to cost less to get all of it. So there's 2 ways we can look at this. Either they've heard our cries about how this is a bit too much every 2 weeks. The other way that we could see it is that they're just putting in less effort on it. So they don't put in the video on this, they put in less items, they don't put as much attention to detail, they make it a little bit cheaper, and if people are still buying it, then they'll just continue with that. So they may be just trying to gauge how little effort do they need to put in to get us to still buy them. So I'm still unsure if I really want to pull on this set of loot crates, because in the previous loot crates we kind of got baited. The guitar animations didn't exist in the game. They're pretty straightforward with what's on this one. There's this animation here, I'm assuming is going to be the animation whenever you open your menu. There's always an animation when you're wearing the set. And then the second animation, she kind of grabs onto this weird thing that's on her belts that has like the hawk face, and she looks at it. That one's probably going to be the idle animation. Compared to previous sets, that idle animation's kind of boring, and that the animation when you enter your inventory, it doesn't really matter. No one ever really looks at that except for you anyway. So, but it wouldn't be a great showcase video without me at least attempting, so I guess I'm gonna do at least a 10 pull. After the 10 pull, we'll see. Alright, so what I've done here is I've purchased the Lightforged ingots by using the relics that I've gotten from the previous, the first banner, and I'm gonna use that to get my 10 pulls in. And we'll see what I get. So let's hope I get lucky. Maybe I'll just pull that backpack, the Cradle, right away, and I'll be able to walk away. Well, it's definitely not the Cradle. This 50% off thing is weird. It doesn't take away from if you use Lightforged crates, so it feels like it only works if you do it for straight money. It's almost detrimental to have Lightforged crates. Anyway, we'll do a second one. I think I'll go to the 30 because I had that, because then if I don't get it on this one, I'm only spending paying for a 10 pull. Alright, and we're back to having pretty much all duplicates, which is the thing that just always sucks the most on these loot crates in this game. So I spent the amount so that I can get the final 10 pull, and we're gonna see. I'm hoping I get the Cradle. I'll be okay with the feather set. If I get the MP5 skin, I'll be a little bit upset because, again, it's a purple one. I hate that it's too legendary in a purple because, like, but it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Now, so again, this flash sale thing, you'll have used 8 discounts, so you can discount another 2 pulls after this. So, like, if it uses your Lightforged crates, you don't get the discounts. So, like, you'd almost want to buy the ingots after you've done your 10 pull if you wanted the cheaper pull. It's a weird system. I don't really like that. but let's see which one we get. Oh, what do we get? Yeah, I got the Cradle. Okay, I don't need to spend any more money. I wasn't going to either way, but I just like how much smaller the Cradle actually is compared to all the other ones in the game, and I love ice. I run an icy rain, so I'm cool with that. Was it worth the money that I just spent? Probably not. I mean, I topped up with, it was the $30 pack, which in Canadian is about $46 after taxes and everything. I still have a bunch of it, which is fine. That I'll probably use on something else. But, yeah, I mean, if they threw this skin in the shop on its own for 30 bucks, I'd buy it. If they put this Cradle in there for like 20 bucks, I'd buy it. This one here, $5 skin, $5 to $10 maybe. I mean, yeah. One major gripe that I have about this, now that I've pulled, is I just remembered this splash art, trying to make them look, you know, like assassins and everything. We've got the dagger that might be being thrown on the right here. We have the dagger up in the top there. It's a very sleek design. That's not in the game. It's not in this loot crate, and it's not something that already exists. This flintlock looking pistol, it's also not in this loot crate, and as far as I know, not in the game yet. So I don't like how they're doing things like that. It's like, were these things supposed to be in the battle or in the loot crate, and they took them out because they're trying to reduce the costs and stuff, or what's going on with that? Okay, so for this set, the female one, it's pretty good. I think the idle animation is probably the weakest one out of every single one that we've seen in these Lightforge crates. You know, you're just looking at that little doohickey. I honestly wish I had the option to turn that off. It would maybe make me want the skin a little bit more. The other problem I have with the female side of it is that your back is fully exposed, making this hood not really make sense. Like, yes, it's attached up at the neck, but it looks weird to me. I would probably remove that and put on one of the other hoods, and probably the ski mask. In fact, let's show that. Yeah, so if I were to do this set, what I would do is I would remove that mask. I would probably put on this one and the kind of ninja ranger mask. So up next we have the Cold Breath. It's the Cradle that I managed to get there. So it's the smallest Cradle, I would say, in the game. It has these unique ice cicada wings on it, both on the bottom and on the top. It's probably one of the best Cradles in the game right now, in my opinion, and that's why I'm super glad that I managed to get it there. We have the Sad Blossom MPS5. I think this is a pretty good skin, but I don't think it's worth being in the top 3 of this loot crate. Like, it's essentially going to be the one that if you get it, you'll be sad because you didn't get the other 2 things. Now we got the Stone Fireplace. This is something that I may or may not buy with my Lightforge Relic shards here. I do like it. The Carving SOCR, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of got these chiseled runes look to it. Now we have the Rune-scribed KV-SBR, so I do like my Icy Rain, so I may try this out. Now we have the Feathered Dreams. Rare collectible, can only be placed 1 in your territory. Let's go have a look at what this actually looks like in our territory. Alright, well, welcome back to the bar. The tree has regrown yet again, so we're just gonna deal with that by throwing a grenade at it, since it doesn't disappear unless I blow it up. Okay, so is this hang from the wall, hang from the ceiling? It hangs from the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna put this right around here, maybe. Oh, okay. Very particular. Right. So I mean, it's 2 hummingbirds. Some gives off its own light and everything. I mean, that's pretty cool, actually. I like that. All right, next up we have the Castle Knight makeup. Oh, there we go. I just had to click it. So it gives you red demonic / vampire eyes. I'm surprised this wasn't in the battle pass. And some tattoos. And it looks like looks like there's like kind of a blood on her lips. So that's actually pretty cool. Let's see what the guys looks like. Again, so we kind of got a little bit of a tattoo coming off the side. Blood on the lips. And, interesting. I'm being attacked by a turtle.
No, God, please.
All right, we got the dangerous doll Cradle charm. Let's zoom in and look at him there. It says watch out. Seriously, it's got a gun in its mouth. He actually does. There's a little cannon inside his mouth. And next up we have the Festering Gel charm for your weapon. I mean, who doesn't like the Festering Gel? He's so squishy. He's our friend, he heals us, and he removes the insanity debuffs, so... Alright, for stickers we have a sparkling disco ball, and we also have the holographic rose fragments. Alright, for emotes we have the heart signal, so it's actually got multiple hearts, like 3 different ways here, looks like. Alright, now we've got the quarterback helm. I mean, it's a quarterback helm. There, we got the inked sneakers. Let's have a look here. I actually really like those. Those are kind of cool. There's quite a few sets of gear I could see you running that with. Alright, now we have 3 varieties of metal planter boxes. So this is going to be a skin for your planter box. You can see this one in the lake blue, the vermilion, and the bright yellow. Here's the red one. Here's the yellow one. Alright, so yeah, you can use these metal planters, you know, with the different colors, depending on how your lighting is. My lighting, they almost look the same, but you can see there's also the blue one. Oh, and last thing, if you get the whole collection, you get this this avatar hawk. So here's another deduction and things you get. Normally you would get an avatar and like a frame and everything, but now it's just an avatar. All right, so that's everything in the Freezing Mist Lightforge loot crates. I mean, as an ending here, do I think it's worth it this time? You can be fooled by the fact that it's a reduced price, but it's also remember that they have less in here. I feel like the lack of a video showcasing everything, like I feel like there was less effort put into this one. I think that Cradle's really cool. I'm glad that I got it, but other than that, compared to the battle pass that they just released, just like at the same time as this, the value is not there. You're getting a lot less for a lot more money, and I'm hoping this is them slowly stepping away from this, but it could also just be them stepping into deciding whether or not they can get away with putting in less effort and we'll still buy it or not. Do I recommend doing it? Like usual? No, not really worth the money. If you want to see the battle pass though, check out the video on the left, and if you want to see more Once Human content, the playlist is on the right.